Morning. It turns out 3 young girls duped a police department and put an innocent man behind bars for 8 months. And now the girls themselves are behind bars. One of their mothers under investigation. We'll begin with ABC's Diane Hernandez.
It's a story that would terrify any community. 3 11-year-old girls told police they were walking home from school when a homeless man lurking in a nearby park attacked. He toppled one girl, they said, and tore her clothes. But what's most disturbing is this story was completely made up.
The reason is because a girl was going to be coming home late and needed an excuse that would be a legitimate excuse with her family.
Eric Nordmark spent 8 months in jail awaiting trial for this crime that never even happened. A day laborer passing through the area, Nordmark was arrested after each girl picked him out of a photo lineup. The girls allegedly agreed to choose the 5th photo, his photo.
I was approached by the officers and he said, "Now you are positively identified, you're under arrest," and listed me my charges and took me down and booked me.
Nordmark even had to sit through testimony from one of the girls as she lied under oath. With surprising detail, she told the court, quote, "He grabbed my hair and then he started pulling me, and that's when I screamed. My friends were trying to help me, and that's when he started choking me, and then I turned all purple." But after the second day of testimony back in her apartment, the girl broke down and told her mother the truth. Nordmark was released a few days later. Now it's the girls who are in custody, juvenile hall. One girl faces perjury charges. The other 2 are accused of filing a false police report. Remarkably, Nordmark, who could have been sentenced to 5 years in jail, says he doesn't think they should serve time. He blames the police for mishandling the case. Diane Hernandez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And now I'm joined by Jerry Steering, the lawyer for the falsely accused homeless man, the drifter as he has called himself, and he joins us for a live Good Morning America exclusive. Good to have you with us this morning. Let me start with this remarkable thing we hear, that your client doesn't feel the young girls should be punished.
You know, I have an 11-year-old daughter, and children lie, and children make up stories, and children fantasize, and that's what they did in this case. And I can't imagine my daughter or anybody else's 11-year-old daughter in handcuffs being paraded around an elementary school.
And how does he feel about the mother who, if she withheld evidence?
Well, it's not a crime to refuse to turn in your children to the police. Okay, I don't care what state you're in, I don't care what venue you're in or what jurisdiction you're in. And, you know, he feels that, you know, obviously she was duped and she had a very big decision to make. And I'm sure it wasn't easy for her to turn her children to the police authorities.
Well, let's talk about the police now. How clear was it, how certain are you that they could have seen what happened here, what was happening, what was underway?
Well, you know, if the girls had accused a police officer of assaulting them, they would have been very skeptical about it, and they would have taken the normal procedures that people take to weed out false claims. So, for example, they wouldn't have suggested to the mother before they did the initial infield show-up with the girl that they think they have the guy. They would not have then later shown what's called the 6-packs, which are 6 pictures they get usually from motor vehicles, one of which included Ms. Nordmark, to a girl, and then had her identify someone, and then summon her to go get her friends at the apartments and the surrounding complex, so she could have time to tell them, you know, that it was number 5.
So, are you going to bring a suit against the city of Garden Grove?
Well, I've had prior dealings with Garden Grove, and I'm in touch with their lawyers right now, and we're in the process of attempting to negotiate a reasonable settlement for some type of reasonable compensation for Mr. Nordmark. And if things don't work out, then we'll see what happens.
All right, Mr. Steering, at the very least, a kind of advisory about children and testimony. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we turn now to Mel Gibson. I sat down